Good evening, ladies and lads. I am your host, Mokeji Daisen. Join with me is later and Kami and Koze and a special guest, also Joe. And this guest, his name is Elias. He's a clown. Yes.
Damn,
Fucking
I
died. What the hell
I
was
prefer
that? What the hell?
on the
that was
daily.
that was absolute fire. Thank you. Today, oh wait, you have a host. Take it away. Say the topics and everything.
Today, uh, uh, well, it's funny because uh, we're talking about sins, like the seven deadly sins you get.
Oh yeah.
And we're just gonna be giving anecdotes about them and shit. Yeah. So, lost anyone?
Lost.
Oh,
I don't feel
That's a
lost.
pretty
I'm a fucking
strong-
I will
emotional.
politely decline.
That is a very strong start, but no. I'd say next to gluttony right now, lust is my weakest sin.
Well, personally
No,
speaking,
isn't gluttony your strongest sin?
No.
Who?
No, what
You
the hell
always-
are you talking about?
You're always talking about how you felt like a glutton.
What are you talking about? When have I
weakest sin
ever
is
said
wrath.
that?
Like
When have I-
anytime you eat something oily, you'll be like, I feel like such a glutton.
Yeah, that's just in the moment. I don't gorge myself with an abnormal amount of food. Anyway, so before we get into the meat of today's episode, we're gonna start by ranking what we think our worst sins are. And for those of you who don't know what the seven deadly sins are, the seven deadly sins are wrath.
if you don't know
sloth-
what the deadly sins are, you should just look it up.
yeah,
Shut up.
but then
So
most people listening to this might be in bed and they don't want to check their phone if it's supposed to be audio completely.
Then get out of bed, you lazy bum. Jesus.
Shut up, Sirius! Shut up! I'm actually tired of what you're.
Anyway, wrath, sloth, lust, envy, greed, gluttony, and pride. So, let's start by ranking them. And we should start with our clown, Silius.
Yes.
Okay. So my sins, I would say that the biggest sin of mine is sloth. Definitely sloth. Then after that, probably like doesn't even matter. All the other sins are trash. I'm just tired as hell.
I see.
That's it.
That makes...
I'm actually curious. The rest, guy.
What?
I want to hear the rest of your ranking.
Okay, I guess if I had to rank sloth first, then I'd say what? Greed, then lust, then wrath, then envy, pride, gluttony. That's it.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Sorry about that. Our guest, Silius, had to leave due to...
of this feed.
Anyway, our guest, Silius, had to leave.
Shut up! I will beat you! Shut up! Shut up! You think that's funny? Are you sick? Are you honestly stupid? How do you think that's funny?
How do you do?
How dense must you be to think that's funny?
I can't keep a straight face while doing it. Teach me.
Our guest, Silius, had to leave for a bit. He might not join for the rest of the episode. Anyway,
Yeah.
yeah.
We don't need
It's
to.
easy, Kami.
Easy. Anyway, we were on the topic of ranking our sins. Koze, may you please rank your sins for us?
If this nigga says sloth first, I will claw him.
We'll beat him to death.
Scroll up to see the list
I just
of
heard a reverb.
sins.
Who is that guy?
Okay, so mine is,
Hi.
I know you're going to shout, but like it is sloth at the top.
Oh my god.
Then
Oh God.
then
That's we're going
gluttony,
to jump
then
this
greed,
Shout moment.
jump in.
then lust,
The moment-
then envy, then pride, then
Shout
wrath.
moment. Say it again.
I said sloth, then greed, then gluttony, then lust, then envy, then pride, then wrath.
Jose,
GG.
do you get off to being a liar? Does this satisfy you?
Actually, see, but the thing is that none of these sins actually apply to me. But the one
Yeah,
that
sure.
applies, well, like, if I was going to rank them, then that's how it would be.
Wrath
Sloth.
applies to you, guy.
I don't get angry. I choose
Yes.
to get angry because I need to be angry sometimes. If not, people would.
Yeah, that's
That's
true.
what-
Or else
walk over me.
people will walk over you if you don't choose to be angry. I think wrath as a sin is different than what's it called? Vindication. Yeah, I think it's quite different.
I never really get angry. I don't think I've gotten
Wrath and
angry in a
anger
long
are
time.
different. Wrath and anger are different. Wrath
Yeah,
is
like I don't. Most
Why'd everyone stop talking?
What do you mean?
because he was talking, then he
Yeah.
just stopped.
We're trying to be polite. I don't understand.
We were just waiting for him to start talking again.
Alright, he hasn't replied in like 5 seconds. They took fuel from his gen. Okay, Kami, your sins, if you may.
Let me check the list. Let me check the
Chumimin.
list.
Chumimin.
Let's see. What the hell is? Wait, where the hell is the list? What the hell is this, Peter Griffin? Okay. I'd say my first sin is pride. Then wrath, I guess. Lately, wrath. And then lust. And then no. Pride, envy, lust, wrath, greed, sloth, gluttony. Yeah.
That's reasonable. Joe, what are your sins? Wait. Actually, before you say that,
We're not even gonna talk about them. What's the point? We're not even gonna talk about them. That's
Wait, can you
boring.
even hear me?
yes,
So
we
we're
can.
not even gonna talk about them.
We can hear you quite fine.
The audio is low for me, specifically.
Put it on 200.
Then
if you
raise
haven't.
Bruh.
Like it's
So,
not on
What's
200.
the point of listing them out if we're not gonna talk about them?
I mean, we are going to.
Shut up.
We're kind of segueing there. If you would allow us to, and stop, breaking the flow of a conversation.
Okay. Continue.
All right, Joe. Spit.
Mine probably be sloth, then envy, greed, then lust, then gluttony, then pride, then wrath.
Wait, what was your top one again?
Sloth.
Damn.
Sloth.
There seems to be a correlation between how cool someone is on Discord and their sin being sloth. Anyway,
You think
Kami is not cool.
yeah.
what? I said,
Oh yeah, pride was his top.
That's why
Sorry,
pride was
sorry.
his top one.
bro,
Anyway,
my
uh,
pride. You can't just do me like that.
Okay.
For me.
I suppose it's my turn.
Oh, okay, yeah. Go first, I guess.
I feel like you niggas will rage, but my top
Lust.
has to be sloth, then lust, then envy, then pride, then wrath, then gluttony, then greed.
Yeah, that makes sense. For me,
I suppose.
I think my top one, like at the moment, my current mindset, would probably be, I think, wrath. Yeah, yes. Yeah,
I've seen the way my nigga raging though.
it would probably be wrath, followed closely by envy, then followed a bit closely by pride, and then it more disconnected with sloth, then I think greed, then lust, then at the very bottom is gluttony, because like I can go like days without eating now, and I don't know why. I think food is just kind of like lost a lot of its wow factor to me. So gluttony is
So
not.
you've ascended beyond human and the need for nutritional content.
Honestly, I wish I could photosynthesize.
I
That'd be
hate-
pretty cool.
I hate that lust is on my list. Like, it shouldn't be there. It breaks like the connection between my sloth and envy by being in between them.
Anyway. So, since what's it called? Sloth is your greatest sin, Mokeji.
I lied.
sorry about
Sloth is my greatest sin. I'm cool too, guys. I'm cool too.
No, you're not. Since sloth is your greatest sin, can you tell us what your most slothful thing was? I don't know, your most slothful story.
My most slothful story. Well, it's going to be the least interesting because sloth means I do nothing. Like, I can go weeks without doing anything. I just sit around all day on Discord or something. And lately, I've been feeling too lazy to even. Well, I won't say lazy, more like demotivated to even play games. I feel like my dopamine cycle has been messed up because I want a specific game so bad, but I can't get it.
Yeah.
And now
Yeah,
I
I'm
resort
glad
to lust to give me that dopamine.
Porn addiction is hilarious. Anyway, well, I would
I don't
say,
have a porn addiction.
No one ever
Mom,
said you had a porn
Mom,
addiction. What
I
the
don't
hell are
have
you
a porn
talking to me?
addiction.
Oh,
Uh,
I'm sorry.
don't believe him.
I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. I'll cut that out if that's inaccurate or whatever. You know.
Yeah,
Let's
I'm
not.
sure you made him very
Yeah, let's not slander anyone here.
uncomfortable.
I once had that like same thing with games back in like 2016, because I think Overwatch just came out and like I really wanted that game, but I don't have any I don't have any
I have
consoles
the
for it.
lustful story about Overwatch.
I don't have any consoles for Overwatch, and all I had was like my PC, and back then I didn't know how to like properly torrent games, so like all I do was play Super Smash Flash 9B, and like I remember like this, and I remember I didn't know the game could like update, or you were supposed to update it, because the 9B version I downloaded, they don't like notify you there's an update. So for like a solid 5 months after beta came out, I was just depressed playing 9B, and the online wasn't working, so I felt even more depressed and alone. And I just basically didn't play that much games at that point. I think that was when I really started to watch a lot of Steven Universe. And then, like, I remember the day I discovered, like, beta, like, all of that sadness just went away. And Overwatch is dead now. Overwatch is dead to me, and it's dead to so many people, because that game was just hype. Nothing more, nothing less.
It was a good game. How dare you say that?
Not really. I got to play it.
Anyway,
I got to play it, and it was kind of
story.
shite.
Overwatch is not a good game. It just doesn't seem. It's not a bad game. It just doesn't seem like the kind of game that's in your taste, Lisa.
Perhaps.
He's right. You
Perhaps.
just have shitty taste.
You're right.
Yeah, I know.
I won't say he has shitty taste. He's just not a shooter kind of guy.
Thing is, though, when I was into COD, I really liked it, but then I don't know. I guess I just drew this.
Yo,
I've already muted Gozega. I've already muted this nigga.
Oh, the dog is coming from Kose. Wow, this is new. I thought that was Pokebee. Sorry, Kose, you're getting muted.
It's like it's being abused. It's like there's a dog being abused. Cause they stop abusing your dog.
Yeah, man.
You know,
Dog
Koze
abuse isn't
actually has
cool.
a doggo.
Yeah, I know.
Tell me
That's,
when
that's where the barking was coming
So this
from.
creature is going off in the background.
I'll keep him
Is it
unmuted.
safe to unmute
so-
Koze?
I don't know. I guess we'll just have to leave him out of the conversation this episode. Anyway, and we're back. Little transmission error or whatever our excuses. What were we actually saying before?
I think we were talking about deadly sins. I can't remember.
We were, but like, what about them? Well, we were giving anecdotes on our deadly
Oh yeah,
sins.
I made a factually
I
wrong
was talking
statement
about
about
Overwatch.
Overwatch.
I feel like
Yeah.
my most interesting sin is wrath.
Then talk about it. What is
Before
the most...
lockdown, wrath was my primary sin, but lockdown kind of fucked me up. Either way, I remember this one time when I was like 6. Yes, 6. I've told this story to some people. I was playing Minecraft with my brother, right? And we were in creative mode. So I opened creative inventory and got a glass bottle, right? Then I mistakenly dropped it. My brother now picked it up and I asked him to give it to me. Right? But then instead of giving it to me, he dropped the bottle inside a river. And I just read and I started like beating him. I was punching him and screaming and crying. And I don't know why I was that
Because they
down
said
bad.
he's back.
Because it was creative mode. And I also remember this one time.
Yeah, sorry. I think children are just like prone to being incredibly vitriolic for
Use
several
a smaller
reasons.
word.
Angry, very angry. Children get very angry easily. Or
Why did you
hateful.
use vitriolic?
Vitriolic.
No, the average
You said
idea.
vitriolic.
Vitriolic means hateful. Yeah, because they just have... children are selfish, I'm gonna be honest. Children are quite selfish. So they get angry quite easily.
Yeah.
I agree.
I'm trying to think back to like the most wrathful thing I did as a child. In fact, you should remind me what the most wrathful thing I've done, because I
I have
can't...
so many wrath anecdotes that it's hard to pick a good one.
I think I remember one. I
I
was
only remember
drawing in
one.
class, and like I drew my teacher, and then a guy came, and then he like ripped up my drawing. Then me and one of my guys, one of my homies, one of my G's, we jumped the nigga and started beating.
What class was this? What grade were you in?
It was like year 4, maybe somewhere around year 4. We
Wait,
just
what was the conversation? I came in halfway.
just
Because
jumped
I was like,
him.
that could never pass in
Oh, we're
secondary
telling
school.
stories about
Like, hell, you
7
could
deadly
beat anyone
sins.
up.
What
The
sin
guy
are you
was
talking
now like
about right now?
several
Wrath.
inches taller than us, and yeah, we were just kicking the guy while he was on the ground. I think I was like, bro, why are you so jealous of my skills? What the hell is wrong with you? And we just
Yo.
started beating the shit.
I remember something really... Like, now that I look back at it, I remember some really weird stuff I used to do. And I'm not sure if it's wrath or just me being absolutely sadistic. Back when I used to live in Ghana, and it'd like rain, there'd be like...
You lived in Ghana.
When you've
You
never
already
heard
know
about
this.
before.
Bro.
No, we didn't.
I'm
When-
going to say
anyway.
Aquaba to you every time I see you.
I have
remember
no
that
idea
means.
what that means.
I think it means hello in
I'm
Ghanaian.
pretty sure it does not. Anyway, I don't know.
It
I
does.
did not interact with a whole lot of Ghanaians because there are no Ghanaians in Ghana. Anyway, so yeah, when it would rain, like there'd be so
it
many.
rains in Ghana.
What?
It rains in you.
What?
It rains in
It
Ghana.
rained?
Yeah,
Ghana?
it
There's
rains.
rain.
Hashtag Ghana must go.
When it would rain.
Not on the fourth episode. Not on the fourth episode.
This is the 5th episode. See, you're not even
can't get
keeping count. You're not even keeping count. This is the
You
5th
can't get
episode.
political on the fifth.
Hey, jeez.
You didn't have to interrupt like that by joining. Anyway, as I was saying, when it would rain, like snails would used to come out, and I remember like once upon a time,
When that report's confirmed.
I would just like I'd pick up snails by like their shell and throw them and like break their shell just to see.
Violently rape them.
You know.
What?
And you violently rape them.
Can you not, Kami? Please, can you not? And then
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Just that's a very, very weird thing to say, Kami. In
What did
relation
Kami say?
Something about raping snails. And
Ever since that Adventure
Wait,
Time
do
episode,
snails
I've
have?
never been
Do
the same.
snails have? Never mind. I'm asking this question. I'll just Google it.
Guy,
Yeah.
you know, like snails. Wait, guy, on their own, snails do some wild shit when they mate. Like, there's this thing called a mating spike or something. They literally stab a spike with their sperm into their partner or something like that. I can't remember what the hell it was, but they literally stab their partner in order to either impregnate them or keep them in place.
BDSM still. BDSM still confirmed.
yeah, so the day I discovered that salt kills snails,
Oh my god.
I waited for it to rain for and then the moment it rained, the first thing on my mind was that, as soon as it stops raining, I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna see if I can kill snails with salt. And bro, when I would kill those snails, it honestly just, I don't know why, I found it satisfying, because the way they die when you pour salt on them is crazy. Like you can pour like a little bit of salt, it will like touch their their mucousy part, and like they will just what's the word? When they will just like ooze out like green gooey whatever, like their substance all over the ground, and it was just
That sounds
Wait,
cool.
so are we still
That
talking
doesn't
about
sound fun.
snails?
yes.
This is inhumane. This is
That's
inhumane.
what I
I
was
don't think
saying.
snails do.
And
It
like
is.
they would
Honey, I have a good topic.
they would
Bro.
just
I
would
don't
just
want to talk
die
about
in
this
the
anymore.
Okay,
Let's talk
I'm
about
very
Kami's
sorry.
topic.
I'm very
I have
sorry.
a good topic. So like animals, people
Yeah.
kill animals all the time, but like there's a scale of how much you care about when an animal dies. Stuff like ants, cockroaches, beetles, you really don't give a shit, and you kill millions, thousands of them on the daily. And then stuff like dogs, if you saw a dog or cat die, you'd probably be down bad, because that's very, very sad. So
I
let's
doubt you
talk
kill
about
millions of ants on the daily.
Oh my goodness, he was being figurative Mokeji.
Bro.
It's just like
No,
You see a
he was
spider-
being
no,
figurative.
no. The way a nigga exaggerates to prove his point, but doesn't exaggerate the other thing, feels like selective vibe.
bro. It's,
No,
shut
no.
the hell up.
No.
Guys, let me
Exactly.
finish my sentence. So,
Bro, it
So-
doesn't matter.
death.
I can finally hear Joe.
Let's talk about philosophy and why we care so little about some things
Isn't
dying,
this
and
the Sins episode?
cares
Yeah.
so much about
I have some opinions on that.
things dying.
I mean, if I see a random
Go ahead.
cat, Mokeji, talk.
Yes. Okay. So, personally, I feel like there It's complicated. How it's like I have it in my head, but it's hard to say properly. It's like it is what it is for different creatures. I mean, yeah, you do make a point about how we don't care if like an ant dies, but if a cat dies, we're down bad.
Why do you
But
sound like
at
you're
Can
the
you walk
same
an ant?
time,
Can you walk an
at
ant
the same
with
time,
me?
a cat will live a much longer time than an ant. And as you, Koze is talking and I can't hear him. I feel bad. Either way, as as humans, we're naturally self-centered and we believe it's all about us. And the value of the other animals to us will affect how we feel when they die. I won't really care if an ant dies or a spider dies because they creep me out. And I'm selfish. If I feel creeped out, they gotta go. But like a
So,
cat, that one has value, right? To us in our eyes. We shouldn't get to define what value is, but we do because we are the ultimate species. And that's just how it is.
so what do you think of pizza? Opinions on
Peter,
pizza.
no, I'm not
Anyone
sure.
can
I
speak.
haven't done research, but I hear that Peter does damage to help while damage to animals instead of helping them. Like they end up just taking animals and euthanizing them.
regardless of whether PETA, whatever they're called, helps or
PETA.
aids in like animal welfare, I genuinely believe that their way of going about it just it almost
Obnoxious.
yeah, it's incredibly obnoxious, incredibly
You get
pretentious, and like
naked woman, but,
it
like,
basically
you wouldn't want to eat them, would you?
That
Yeah.
vegan teacher.
The vegan.
because if
The
you're
vegan
unable
teacher
if
is
you're unable to give people an imperative reason why they should care about like a disgusting pig, like a pig that spends all of its time wallowing in mud and will only serve value to them as food, then you're not going to really change much, are you? And I think if PETA understood that, they would have people who like actually support them, but so far, no.
But why is wallowing in mud disgusting?
Because mud has bacteria. What kind of
But-
question is that?
Bacteria is harmful. Yes, but bacteria is harmful to us. But the bacteria in mud is not harmful to pigs.
Yeah, so we find it disgusting.
Yeah,
Yes, and that feels selfish in a
it
way.
is.
Yeah,
Or
I mean,
self-centered.
the whole wallowing in mud thing isn't really like my main point. I'm just saying that
I see.
objectively, pigs only have value to humans as food, and because it's like that, people choose to like not really care about the well-being of a pig, because like why
Yeah.
should you? That's why people get up in arms when
Pigs are
people
really good
eat
for
dogs.
refuse disposal because they eat basically anything, so they're not only used for food.
Yeah, but most people
Yeah.
most people don't take that into consideration.
It's kind of hypocritical, but it is what it is. But what I just feel like is if we get what's it called again? If we're put in a farm by some alien species that comes in,
The
or
promise never left.
yes, and we'll see them as demons.
Yeah.
So do the animals below us, do they have a right to see us as demons?
Precisely.
Of
I feel
course.
like they do.
I
So why don't we care that we are seen as demons?
Because why
we
would we?
don't. I mean,
Pork
that's the
tastes
thing. That's the
good.
thing. Like, let's think about it for a second. When you capture a bunch of like cows or pigs or whatever, and you raise them on a farm, you're just giving them food, treating them well. They don't know that they're going to die, so they don't really think of you as anything more than like, oh, the human that provides me food, or oh, the human that does this, because most of them don't know that they're going to die. Then, like even most of the time when you like milk a cow It's not like yelling at you. It's just like, damn, this human do be sucking on my udders though. You know, it's not.
Yeah, but like eventually you're going to slaughter them, and eventually they will be terrified.
Yeah, they will
it's
be
Think
terrified.
of it like
I do
Promise
that.
Neverland. They
Yeah.
don't
Well-
know they're going to die until they get killed. So like, if we aren't wrong for slaughtering these guys like pigs, are the demons in Promise Neverland wrong for killing the humans?
I mean,
I don't think they are.
That's it.
In my opinion,
That's
I don't
it.
think they
yeah,
are.
I think if
I
we
feel
look
like
at
it's
it,
just survival of the fittest at that point.
Yes,
Yeah, and I
this,
feel-
see, the demons are not wrong because
But,
I'm
like-
probably going to give spoilers.
but,
if
like-
anybody hasn't
oh
caught
yeah.
up with the manga. I
No
will
one
probably
likes
spoil.
Promise Neverland
I
the
don't-
anime anymore. So
Okay, so the demons, the people, the humans are on the demon side were sold there. So it's not like the demons have them there illegally or anything. So based on the rules of that world, I don't think that what the demons are doing is wrong at all. At the same time, I don't think what the kids are doing by trying to escape is wrong at all because they're just trying to survive.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
like,
yeah,
But
so
like,
but like,
despite
I think it's
even
different.
even
I
if
think it's
like
different.
they weren't sold in the first place,
I
would it
think
be
I
wrong?
think the demons like, because at a point they try to escape. If a cow literally speaks the same language as me and comes up to me and is like, "Bro, I don't want to get eaten. Why should I eat the
yeah,
cow?"
like
down
Uh,
badism.
Like,
My guy, if you're hearing a cow saying, "I don't want to get eaten," you're down bad.
It's
You know,
like-
you have a point. You have a point.
It depends
But
on
Camille, you're not taking into consideration that in the case of the Promised Neverland, the humans are literally the only thing that they can eat.
yeah, that's
What?
true.
But like,
we,
then how do
So it's
those
like a
people
cow telling
survive?
you it doesn't want to get eaten, but you can only
No,
eat
the
that
religious
cow.
people. How do they
it's
survive?
not the only thing.
The religious people. How do they survive? You know, those.
Just like
No, those people are built different.
And all
No,
humans just
humans are
become
just
like
like
them.
the
well,
the
allow
taste.
Joe speak, please.
a human is just a taste and stuff. The better product.
You do be cracking up.
Yeah, you
I
you
thought it was
completely
just
cracked
me.
out. Bruh. Anyway,
He said that humans are just like a delicacy.
oh yeah, then that's
No, but
pretty.
they need to eat humans to keep their intelligence. Unless they do the religious girl thing, they need to eat humans to keep their intelligence.
What the hell is
And they
Goldie Pond? I mean, don't tell me. But my brother keeps saying, "Oh, God, get to Goldie Pond. It's a
Golden
plot twist
Pond
as
is in
big
the
as
anime.
Mali."
It's not in the anime, it's in the manga.
No, he
and
was
it's
telling me
only
to read
plot
the
twist.
manga.
Yeah,
He keeps
Golden
saying,
Pond is not
"Oh,
in
it's
the
a plot
anime
twist
at
as good
all.
as
They
Mali.
skipped the Golden
Get to
Pond
Goldie
arc.
Pond." They skipped that arc. With how much my brother was
Yeah.
hyping it up, my brother would probably be raging.
They skipped the Golden Pond arc and the whole child trafficking. The arc where the demons were fighting children. They were chasing children up and down just for fun. In that arc, they skipped it, and that's where Golden Pond is.
Bruh.
And
Well-
they also skipped the fact that Norman was old. Got older.
Yes, Bolu spelled that for me. By the way, if you're wondering
Which
who
is
Bolu
stupid.
is,
Norman.
They
he's
basically
sweep.
skipped the entire anime. They basically skipped the entire plot. They removed that old guy that's a main character. They
The
removed
Minerva.
the main character.
Yeah,
Not Minerva.
the anime is
Oh.
kind of season 2 is kind of worse than season 1 in every way.
JJ's.
Yeah. Oh, good, we can hear you now properly. Anyway, so back on the topic of the morality of killing animals. I think you see, I wouldn't want to say, I feel like because animals just don't have the same intelligence as us, and because sometimes these animals, their value to us solely lies in their produce, that there isn't really anything that morally depraved about like killing animals for food. What's kind of morally deprived is like, the factories that mass produce like
The inhumane nature of it all. The way it's carried out.
yeah, because there is no reason to do that. It's not as effective.
No, it's to maximize profits.
How? Because if I understand like keeping
Battery farming, and you stock it up, you make it taste better by filling it with chemicals, and it attracts your loyal customers who just eat up your grease and polysaccharides, polytriglycerides.
Yeah, well, at the end of the day, it is what it is. That's kind of like the whole philosophy behind eating meat. If you don't care, then you really don't care. I don't think I can understand most vegans' argument. I mean, vegetarian, sure, I can understand that.
Vegetarian is understandable.
Yeah.
But vegan is like, my nigga, what? GG's.
A lot of vegans, the argument is, what if it was you?
Yeah, but then
It's not. So.
they just
What do
fail
you
to
mean? What if
understand.
it was me? If it was me, then I would completely understand.
They're trying to play at your emotions. But
Yeah.
But then
Yeah.
you kill like 10 billion ants a day and they feel pain, so it's like,
yes,
bro.
I'm personally not too bothered. I just want people to recognize that we are clearly biased about it. And I don't want people to hide that fact.
Yeah.
We're biased because it's just the way it works.
Because we determine what value is. Intelligence is one form of value. Produce is another
I'm
form
going
of
to
value.
draw during this
It's like-
podcast because I have drawing to complete.
I
No,
don't.
but
I
pigs
don't.
are
I was
actually
about
pretty
to get
smart.
religious,
No.
but I don't want to get
Pigs-
religious.
Nah,
Pigs are
get
pretty
religious,
smart.
get religious. Let's do this.
Alright.
Religion.
Wait,
Okay.
you said that thing about
Okay,
intelligence.
let Kami go.
Pigs-
Let Kami speak.
Pigs, apparently, pigs are like big brain and can solve puzzles or something. I don't know. So like, if we value intelligence, then surely we wouldn't be killing.
We don't.
Some
I don't
people.
think most people know about these things for pigs.
Also, we don't care because that intelligence cannot be used in any way that really like helps us substantially.
We can't make them
Yes.
do magic tricks to make us money.
We
It's
like
not-
Or
we
we
like
can't-
dogs
We
because
can't make them like loyal to us and shit like dogs would be.
we like
No,
dogs
but then they're
because-
like
Make
pig,
them
they're
work in
pet
law
pigs though.
firms.
People keep pet pigs.
yeah, those are the people
Like,
who care. But I don't think most pigs can like really, because I don't know, they're just not as expressive as dogs or cats or things that people care about, and that has emotional value to many people. So I guess I don't know.
But
I guess
think about how dogs and cats were breeded to be that way. If we bred pigs for several decades, no, maybe millennia, I think that's how long
You
dogs
could
took.
breed anything
10,000
to be
years.
like that.
Yes, we'll breed them to be lovable, but we just don't care.
Bro, the meat tastes better though.
yeah.
Truly,
so wait,
it truly does.
Wait, so that kind of makes our point about what's it called? About eating dogs like very inhumane, because it's basically a disservice to all of our work to breed them to just serve as human companions.
Bro, nutrients are
That's
nutrients. Who gives a shit?
Nah, nutrients are
Marketing-
nutrients. Nutrients are nutrients when you
The way
have
it is with
tastier food on the market.
Guy, if you're starving, a guy's gotta do what a guy's gotta do.
Yeah,
I'll
if
eat a
you're
dog if I'm starving.
yeah, if you're
Just not
starving.
Pokobe.
Bro, I don't think I can actually eat a dog. Like, I don't know. They just that meat.
You don't know. You
Like,
know how
I can eat any animal if I'm starving, guy.
So we probably wouldn't know.
Got MGG.
the egusi
Alright.
actually overpowers the flavor of the meat.
Can I get religious?
Yeah,
A bit.
spit.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
All right. I find it a bit funny that we're allowed to, like, rather, everyone is okay with how we have complete dominion and we essentially play God over all the other animals
Is
and
this from the
control.
Rad Wimp song? Did you look at the
No,
lyrics of the Rad Wimp song?
I have never heard this song.
Okay, bro.
Send it
Basically,
to me later.
it starts off like there are too many crows, so we kill them. But pandas are going extinct, so we breed them. Humans, something. Isn't it ironic how humans have started to play God more? Yet we'd still say that, oh, it's around the Bible that all sinners go to hell, something like that. It's a good song and it's catchy and the lyrics
Send
are
it to me later.
okay.
On right now if you can.
I'll keep talking.
So I was saying that, yeah, people are okay with how we do this. We control the livelihoods of all these animals. We get to determine what is worth. Like we should decide. That's plain arrogation. What makes us more important than them? Like objectively. But when we now get to the aspect of picking and choosing specifically in genetic modification, that's when it becomes a huge deal. Because altering the genes to make it more useful is somehow worse than just killing them.
Yeah, I think well, I would want to disagree on one part about like it being arrogance. I don't think like the whole thing with humans. Well, okay, wait. Let me actually think about this. I don't think
I
it's
feel like humans
arrogance.
are arrogant as a species. Like we over exaggerate our worth because it's nature, I guess. We would think we are important, but objectively we are not.
I feel well. I'll have to think about that. But on your other point, saying something about what did you say again? I lost my train of
It
thought.
was essentially how we get to play God
Yeah,
over
genes.
animals,
Genes.
but at a limited
Guys, and
extent.
look at it. When
Yeah,
you're listening,
people
turn on English
people
stuff. Yeah, just listen to the song
Alright.
right. Just listen to the song right now.
people
Okay.
English subtitles song.
people don't like the idea of altering genes because
Why?
I guess that yeah
Do it.
because I guess that like directly shows them that humans have
It's a scary thing to
yeah
do.
it seems like, oh, you don't know where this could go because people always assume that with tech, I mean it kind of makes sense. People always assume that with like an immense amount of power and technology, humans will end up doing something like bad, and that's kind of been consistently
Hitler-
through.
Hitler literally did it.
It's not
Nuclear
just Hitler,
bomb
like a
on-
lot of
No.
No.
Those things were developed to do bad. There's a
Yeah.
difference between developing something
Not
and it
really.
does bad,
nuclear-
but developing something to do bad.
no.
A
It
lot of
wasn't Hitler,
technology,
guy, it was the
a lot of
American guy.
advancements were made due to war, like because of war.
Yeah.
Bombs were
To be
literally
honest-
made to blow shit up.
When,
Hitler is really demonized by media.
please shut
Like-
up, Kami, shut
Where
up.
did this
That's-
come
That's-
from?
But he didn't. But he's not
Bro,
the one who
what?
made nuclear bombs. He's not the one that made.
No.
Kami,
I just
please,
said it.
just shut
Kami.
up.
He's not the one who made nuclear bombs.
Shut
though.
up.
No.
I'm not
Shut
wrong.
up.
I mean,
didn't
he
make
used
nuclear
them.
bombs.
He used
Kami,
them. He
shut
used
up.
them,
Did
so it's
he?
not a justification.
Did Hitler use nuclear bombs?
No,
the
no,
fuck.
I don't think he used nukes, but he
Like-
used explosives.
He
Obviously.
used gas
Yeah,
weapons. Please,
Hitler
shut up,
used
Kami.
Hitler used to.
Hitler
bomb
is
the
rightfully
streets of
demonized,
London.
in my opinion.
Exactly.
He used to bomb the streets of London just to keep them afraid. He didn't need to. He just wanted to keep them afraid.
That
There
some
is-
people,
That guy is
I don't think
terrible.
anyone should be idolized, but very few people in this world can be demonized.
Yeah, I
No,
feel
people
like
can be demonized, but not to the
No.
extent that
No.
Hitler can.
Hitler.
Like-
No,
Yeah,
no, no, no,
Hitler
no.
can be demonized
I don't
because
think. I don't. Yes,
yeah, he can be demonized because like he just did the most depraved things like humanly
Stalin
imaginable.
Imagine
apparently really
you live
bad
one
shit.
life, and for the rest of history, you're known as the most evil
Yeah.
or one of the most evil
That-
people to ever
because
He
exist.
deserves it.
you are responsible
He
for the
does
death
deserve
of millions of people on purpose. There is what are, Kami, have you ever like read a history book before?
It comes. Huh? What do you mean?
Do you
of
know
course. What,
do you know
like,
about
What's your point?
oh,
What's your
man.
point?
I can't tell if you're joking or like you're being serious.
No,
but-
no, no. I'm asking why you're asking if I've ever read a history book.
Because
Do you think I'm defending Hitler?
No, you what are you trying to say? You sound like you don't understand.
it
why
feels like
he's
you're being a
demonized.
Hitler apologist,
Yeah.
saying
No.
yeah he's bad, but come on, let's not make it sound too bad.
No, no, no. I just what I just said. I mean, it was a fact. It was a statement that
What are you?
he is the. I think we've gone off topic.
That is what Gorfcast is, my guy.
Bro, we've got
I-
on topic.
I lost my train of thought.
What were you saying before we switched to Hitler mode?
It was about animals,
Yeah, but what about
about-
animals?
about science.
I had
how
a very
bad
important, a very
Yes, we were
important
talking about
point.
technological advancements being due to war.
Yes. Anyway, concerning technological advancements, a lot of the main problem with any form of technology, any form of human advancement, is that it is always going to be exploited by capitalists, and usually,
Amen, brother.
usually that is in the disinterest of the average person.
Come here,
But
you
with
can-
benefits and positives.
You do not think,
Positives and negatives.
do you think making the
thing, I don't
nuclear
think-
bomb was a good thing?
No.
Making the
I
nuclear
think-
bomb isn't being exploited by capitalists, Scammy.
I think
Because consumers are not
it
involved.
definitely is. No, but I think
Capitalism
making-
can't exist
No,
without
no.
consumers.
talking about capitalism or whatever. I think that making the nuclear bomb was a good thing because now we have a weapon that can literally wipe out whole cities. And like if a meteor starts barreling, before we made the nuclear bomb, what the hell were we gonna do? And you don't know when it
You're not
could
gonna-
save all of
You-
Yeah, bombing. That's nuclear bombs don't shoot things out of space, Kami. They're not going to
No,
use a nuclear
Kami,
bomb
like,
to
you
take
know
care of a
nuclear-
meteor.
The amount of force could
Kami.
redirect it.
Do you
Not-
know?
and-
Not,
You,
not by
Kami.
you,
that
you don't
meteors
understand
actually
how
vary
they
in
work.
size?
It's not going to
You know
do
that-
that,
you
Kami.
know that meteors actually
Plus,
vary
the
in size?
fallout will be devastating.
It would probably
Why
the fallout
would
from
you
the
launch it
nuclear
directly
bomb
over Earth?
would probably be more. Well, maybe not more, but it would be a similar level of catastrophe as a meteor, and I don't know.
Bombing a what? A what?
Nuclear bombs are like specifically designed and made
Oh.
to be dropped from like the whatever sphere, not atmosphere, maybe stratosphere, to the ground. So they aren't designed to take care of epic. They are not designed to take care of extraterrestrial forces. They're not
But they
designed.
can.
No, they
But they
cannot
can't.
because
No,
none
they
of them.
can't.
They
None
they
of them
can.
have been designed
Why
to,
would
Kami.
But you can make it. You.
But
What?
none of them have
That's
been
like
That's not how
making
designed.
shit
to-
works, bro. That's
Hmm?
not how shit works.
None of them
That's
have
not
been
how it
designed
works.
to.
Guys, do you know
Kami,
how a-
Kami, firstly, it's a stupid move because you would fuck up the atmosphere if you did that.
No, you don't.
Because
You don't
it-
launch it
Yeah.
over the atmosphere. You know people can tell meteors are coming several years in
Boy, he's a
advance.
muscular boy. You are a muscular
Several.
man.
Okay.
Okay,
What
okay,
did
yes.
Jose
So
just say? What
I
did-
tell a meteor is coming. I can tell a meteor is coming several years in advance.
Wait, you're
So
talking over each other. Shut the hell up.
instead
guys.
of
Shut up, guys.
Shut.
Chill.
Sorry.
Chill. Because what he's saying Or you
He
said
said that you are muscular because your brain is strong. That's why I said.
okay.
Okay then.
No,
Also,
I actually
dude,
I saw this.
dude.
I saw this in a video about taking care, how humans could take care of of. I actually saw this in a video about how humans could take care of an extraterrestrial threat like a meteorite.
Not
So,
everything on
Dude,
the internet is
explain
really-
how blowing
I've
up
seen
the
it
thing.
several
Say
times.
the force would
Have
do
you ever
it.
seen kids
Say
like
the
these?
force
You've
would
seen
do it.
kids like-
Explain how when you blow it up, right?
Yeah.
The extra the shards from the meteor that are blown up. Because you know when you blow something up, it breaks into
They
pieces,
are
right?
nuclear
Explain
burn
how
out.
that would cause damage.
Okay. First of all,
We're not
a
talking
few
about
things, Dyson.
the fallout. We're talking about the meteor that was blown up.
You know,
just split your problem now.
You know, blowing it up, you're redirecting it. That's literally what I said.
Redirecting it. So you're telling me it won't shatter from the force.
I'm telling you, if you launch enough nukes at a meteorite, which have several
We will
gigatons
die.
of
We will die.
What?
If we launch several nukes, nukes
That
don't
is
fly
one
into
time-
space.
Yes, they do. Why wouldn't they? We can
Because
launch them from
Because
Earth.
they
I
have-
never said we're
They
launching
are
them
not
from
designed
Earth. I never said
to.
we're
Oh my-
launching them from Earth.
Kami,
Brain
Kami.
is strong.
Wait,
Kami.
wait,
Your
everyone,
brain is
I
everyone.
never said we're launching them from
Wait,
Earth.
wait,
I never-
Kami,
the plan is
Kami,
to launch
Kami,
them from a
Kami,
rocket.
can you
I
listen
never
to me?
once said we're launching them
Kami,
from
can
Earth.
you
Nukes
please?
weren't made for space. The idea is simply
Why
stupid.
won't they? Why won't they?
Kami, can
Name-
you
name
please
one.
listen
Have
to
you
me?
heard of aerospace?
No, you keep saying they're made
They
for
are
Earth.
meant to be dropped
But name
in
why-
space.
say why
In
they would-
space, there is little
Kami,
gravity.
you cannot
Are you
drop a
dumb?
nuke.
In space, there is
Quiet,
little gravity.
quiet,
You don't drop
quiet,
something in
quiet.
space.
I
Kami,
can talk
Kami,
over
you know
each
a
other.
nuke
I
is
do
extremely
not care
delicate. You cannot
anything
shoot
you are
it.
saying.
You cannot shoot a nuke. You cannot
Okay,
shoot a
okay,
nuke.
Dyson, talk.
It
Dyson,
will
talk.
explode in the gun. Man.
You cannot. Yes,
No,
what was
they
it?
would-
You
Chill,
can't
chill,
shoot a nuke.
chill. Can you guys? Okay.
Wait,
Dyson,
I love
Kami.
say
this
it.
guy, man.
Kami, wait, can I say
Please.
something?
Please.
Can I say something?
Okay,
Yeah.
Dyson, please.
Kami, have you ever you've seen what a wait, don't respond, okay? This is rhetorical. Have you ever seen what a nuclear bomb looks like? It is the design the design is literally streamlined to it's designed where like the mass is mostly at the bottom because it's gonna be dropped
I
from
get
a
what Kami
plane.
is saying.
Okay. Calm
What
down.
Kami is saying is
So,
that
Liza,
the nuke
shush.
can be
Let me
designed
talk. Let me respond.
to be
Let me
shot,
respond
right?
to what
Is that
Liza
what you're
said.
trying to say?
So how you're saying nukes work, you drop them from a high place and then they explode. Yes. How they actually work,
Yes.
let me talk, let me speak. The force of the impact of them hitting the ground actually pushes down a trigger which starts up the nuclear fission or fusion, which starts up the explosion. So
I
they
don't
do not
think this makes
explode
what they said
because of
wrong.
Kami,
wait.
Kami, we know this.
They do not explode to the sheer force of hitting the ground. They explode because the trigger, which sets them off, with the trigger being which can be set off by other things, is pressed down.
It's
Bruh.
pressed down because it collided with the ground. We all know it. We all know.
know this. What I'm saying,
If
for you to shoot a nuke out of anything, there needs to be a force applied to the nuke, and that force is going to be enough to set off the reaction. So it's not possible to shoot a nuke. You can drop a nuke, but you
That
cannot shoot
yes,
a nuke.
that makes a lot of sense. What Kose just said is Kami like offline or something. I don't understand why he isn't respond. Anyway, the force needed to take a nuke to space would blow it up, unless it's
Be
like
enough to blow it up exactly.
unless unless what there's
Unless
wait,
Switching to speaker.
wait.
I was in Safari, so
hold on.
Discord
hold on.
disconnected. Switching to
Unless
speaker.
unless what he's saying is that like
When
you develop multiple nuclear weapons You put them in like
Okay.
a rocket ship where they're
I'm here.
contained securely. Then you send
Welcome
them.
back.
Then you send them to where. In fact, that doesn't even make sense because.
This isn't
I
what
know.
he
Why
was
not?
saying.
Okay.
Why not?
I was just continue saying what you were saying.
So what
Kami.
you do, you load a nuclear device into a possibly it could depending on how advanced we are, it could be an unmanned rocket ship. Then you send it into space. I'll have to double check the exact operation for releasing the nuclear device, but you don't need gravity to make it explode. You just need to detonate the trigger, and the force of the explosion changes the course of the meteorite.
How did we go from seven deadly sins
This
to
is not
nuclear war?
This is not the nuke
Wait, I have
we
a question, bro. I have a
my guy.
question for you, Kami.
These are
Why
not
not?
nukes. These are a different technology.
Why not?
When
Kami,
you
I have a
say you
question.
can use nukes, you give a different idea.
Precisely.
I don't know how
'cause
valid this is.
Nukes are basically.
Wait,
well,
hold on,
you
I'm
just
say
saying.
when you say nukes, you say nuclear weapons. Obviously, that's what they mean. But you're basically just referring to using nuclear energy. And if it's not a nuclear weapon,
No.
it's not. Okay,
Why is it? Tell me how a nuke is different.
Maybe it's because a nuke isn't put in a fucking rocket and launched into space.
But it's put in an aircraft and launched through the
That is dropped. It is literally two different things. One is going up, one is coming down.
Wow, you know that aircrafts actually fly in the sky. I know that.
Yes. They fly in the
actually
sky,
go
then
up.
they are dropped.
I know.
Then they are
I know.
dropped.
The sky is up. The sky is up. That's really strange.
The aircraft flies. The nuke fly. No.
The sky actually happens to be above us. I know it's strange, Nigeria.
Yes, strange.
You know that
Shut
meteorites
up there.
actually-
Shut up there.
You know that meteorites actually have gravity, so you can still use gravity to trigger it. I know. It's a really strange discovery. I know. It's such shocking revelations. Who would have known that the sky is actually above us?
Okay, wait. I feel like
started doing the thing where he becomes sarcastic.
I feel like
Yeah, it's like Kami's cringiest mood.
Guy,
No,
you
making
said
a
that
point,
that
you kinda
space
like-
is up. Then what is the sky?
I didn't say space is up.
You said.
I said
space
one
is
goes up, one comes
and-
down.
and the aircraft.
I said one goes up, one comes down.
Alright,
and
wait, I have a
one
question,
comes
bro.
down
Why
on the
would you-
meteorites. One comes down on the ground. Go ahead, Joe.
Wait, why would you use a nuke and not just like a regular explosive device?
Because nukes
Nukes
are
are-
several times more powerful. And
This
you
is
can
not
put
a
it up
real
with
nuke. This is not a real nuke.
Why
When
not?
you talk,
Why
you
not?
give us the idea that you're talking about something that exists. What you're
Why
saying
is-
does not.
Okay, tell
Yeah,
me
what
why it
is-
isn't.
Kami, your
And you know
whole
what?
thing is
Because
hypothetical.
Maybe it's not real because it doesn't exist. It's literally a
No,
hypothetical. First, we're going to have to develop the technology to put a nuke in a rocket.
Because
We
it's
put
not
nukes
real. That's
in
not how you
aircrafts.
argue a point,
We put
guys.
nukes in aircrafts. What do you mean? That's not how you
Okay.
argue point. Fucking bullshit. I'm saying
guys,
that it doesn't
if you
exist,
put
so
a
it's
gun
not
in
real.
spacecraft,
And that how is that not
it's
real?
different from a gun in an aircraft, right? If you
No,
put a grenade
no,
in
no,
a
no, no,
spacecraft,
no,
it's
no,
different
no,
from a grenade in an aircraft. Is that what you're saying?
no. That is not what I'm saying.
Then argue your points correctly instead of saying one
Dumbass,
is in a
I am
one is in a
though.
rocket,
I
one
am
is in
though.
a plane.
I am though.
They're very different.
Because there's difference in context. There is difference in context because of how
Go ahead,
nukes
talk
work.
now.
The whole
So-
basis
so how-
of a
how
nuke
did
is to pick up something and drop it, and the force from it hitting will set off a trigger, right? You said that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what you are suggesting is that you launch a nuke from a rocket and it has to collide with the thing you want to hit to redirect it. Those are two completely different
You don't
ways.
need to actually. Did you know that the force of a nuclear device is actually so strong that you don't actually need to directly hit it with an impact? The
Okay, so
sheer
how will the
force from
trigger
the
be set off?
explosion.
How would the
You
trigger
could,
be set off?
guys. I'll need to Google this, but
Wait,
I'm
also,
sure
can
if maybe
can
if
we
you
add
even
that?
if you
Yo,
just
come
And
in.
this is
Wait,
not.
wait, wait,
This
wait.
is
Allow.
not a
Hey,
real
hey,
nuke.
hey.
And this is
Allow
not
Joe
fucking real
talk.
nuke. And this is not fucking real nuke. And this is not real nuke.
Guys,
Kami is
That is
going
not
to
real
go with
nuke.
the rocket.
guys.
okay.
That
I
is
see
Joe.
how
not
it
real
works. I
nuke.
see how it works.
Joe
So
wants
something
to
pushes
say
back,
something. Can you
and
allow
that
him
causes-
talk?
and that causes the
This
Go
is
ahead.
actually
Well,
my
isn't it,
favorite
like-
episode of Gorfcast, not gonna lie.
Isn't the force of a nuke aided by gravity as well?
That is true.
What did Joe say?
Isn't the force of a nuke aided by gravity? That is true. But
I
I'm
mean,
pretty sure
not really.
you could probably yes,
Not
really. Are you
really.
dumb? Gravity
really.
literally creates force.
No, Dyson. Dyson. If okay, Dyson. If you drop a grenade from the Burj Khalifa, will the size of the explosion suddenly be larger?
No. He wasn't
Then
talking about the force of the explosion, I think. He was talking about the force of
will be more
impact.
too.
I'm talking
The
about the
force of-
impact, yeah.
The
the
strength
impact.
of the impact could also give some decent
I
shockwave.
don't see why it
Yeah.
being the thing that's pushing the meteorite obviously isn't the nuke hitting it, it's the explosion. Because why
Yeah,
would why
but what
would
Joe
you
is
think
saying
that?
is
What
that
would
it would be
all this be,
strong when it's hitting the ground because gravity helps with giving it more force from impact. That's what Joe is saying, I think.
And even then you could probably attach, and this is getting into a bit of, well, it's not that science fiction, but you could probably just attach thrusters or something. It's still a nuke at that point. It's just a nuke with thrusters.
That's a rocket nuke, guy. I.e.,
Okay.
something that doesn't exist right now. Which is why
It's
what
just
you were
it's
saying
just
gave us all
attaching-
the wrong idea.
I'm just saying that even if
So are
you
we
have
shooting
to have
this
impact, huh?
When the meter's already in the atmosphere.
No, of course
No,
not.
no,
of
no,
course
no,
not.
no. It's not in the atmosphere.
Because like if it's in the atmosphere, at that point, gravity is already really strong on it. You're just slightly changing its direction, like its trajectory, with a nuke, in order to make it maybe just fling off of the Earth's gravity and fling away, instead of being pulled in and making impact. What are those
Alright.
forces called again? Circular forces. What are they called?
Centrifugal and
Yeah,
centripetal.
Attractions. Usually, a meteor would probably come in at an angle that like falls at an arc, but if you change its course, you could make that arc slightly larger, making it miss the planet. How did we get here?
So
You
first we
said
talk about Seven Deadly Sins, and then Kami said some nonsense about Hitler, and now we're here.
Now we
Yes,
was seven
but
deadly sins.
I take a look at
Was-
the design of a nuke, and what you suggested is nothing like the design of a nuke. The design of a nuke is very clearly meant to be dropped.
I swear,
You're going to have to rework the design of a nuke.
it literally
And
looks.
that is something that does not exist.
Nuclear
If you was-
weapons
you-
literally look like rain droplets because they are designed to be heavy and drop and explode. What you're theorizing
They're
doesn't
designed
exist.
like raindrops because yes, they're meant to
The
cut
current
through
design of a nuke is terrible for
aerodynamic.
space travel.
But like, that's like
Yeah.
saying
The current
So are we
design of
gonna
a nuke is
put-
that's
terrible
like
for space travel.
that's like saying,
What you're
that's
suggesting
like
is something
saying-
completely different.
That's like
It's going to
saying
have to be severely
spacecraft
reworked, and you
won't
didn't make
work
this
in-
clear at
in
first.
space because spacecrafts are designed to be aerodynamic.
What did you say?
Guys, I'm responding to Liza's statement about them being raindrop shaped.
Oh, sorry.
Saying-
I feel like I was talking over you, so say it again.
That's like saying spacecrafts shouldn't work in space because they're designed to be streamlined. Obviously, some things could have their uses in
Kami.
space and have their uses on Earth. Yes.
Does space have gravity? Is there gravity in space?
Weak
gravity
gravity, but
everywhere.
yes. There's gravity everywhere, but the gravity is weaker because you are far from a strong object. Uh, but what Lisa was trying to say is that those bombs are clearly not made to go through space.
Why not?
They don't have it. Have you seen any space? Have you seen any space shuttle?
Yes, I have.
Oh my god.
Yes, you know they don't look like this because this was made for it to be a good thing to drop, whereas space shuttles are made to be a good thing to go up.
They literally have
It's
opposing designs.
Different
in their-
designs, and they literally look very different. Yes, they have
Exactly.
opposing designs and opposing purposes,
Nah, Kami,
and this is visible just from looking at them.
Kami, you had a
So
completely.
okay.
You had a weak
guys,
argument from
look
the
at-
beginning,
look-
and
wait,
now
wait,
you're
wait,
holding
wait,
on.
chill.
You're holding on
Chill.
to absolute
Chill, Liza.
nonsense. Okay,
In
please
response to
continue.
your in response to your drop statement, go to Google Images and look at a missile. Yes, a missile, like a nuke, is streamlined. Some of them even have circular heads. Now tell me, wait. Now tell me, can missiles be
This
used
looks
to
different
shoot
from
planes
a nuke.
out of the sky?
But we're not talking
Missiles
about the
can-
sky. We're not talking
Wait,
about
wait,
short
wait,
distances.
wait.
Missiles have
Wait, one
rockets,
sec.
nukes don't.
Just
Missiles,
Say-
missiles work in an opposite way to nukes because missiles
Chill.
fly up by themselves. They are designed like mini rockets. Nukes are not.
The
Nukes are
reason
designed like
why-
huge range up
the
there.
reason why, probably my assumption, the reason why nukes, I should probably check if they're. Wait, aren't nuclear missiles literally a thing though?
Yes.
Huh? So nuclear missiles are just nukes that fly.
No, they don't fly.
Yes.
They glide.
Let me search up what a nuclear.
They glide.
No. Nuclear.
They glide, Kami.
Nuclear
They don't
missile.
fly.
No. What do you mean?
I'm
they
pretty sure a
glide?
nuclear missile. This is just from me guessing.
Yeah, nuclear missiles look like rockets from Google.
Yeah, it's just in like a nuke with
My
a
Wi-Fi
rocket.
is messing up, even though I'm on mobile data.
So there are literally nukes.
I'm
with
getting the
rockets.
same results as when I searched up missile for nuclear missile. So I actually am not sure.
Let me check.
I can't tell if these are actual nuclear missiles.
Rocket.
Yeah, or Google just shows what it wants you to.
NATO.
I'm not sure which.
Or I think I found it. This way you mean? Wait, Kami, this way you mean?
Have you posted an image?
Yeah. Is that what you mean?
One sec. Let me check. I'm trying to.
Okay. I've actually
Obama.
found something. The different types of nuclear weapons. The one that is called nuke is a gravity bomb and it's dropped. A nuclear missile is what Kami was referring to, and he called it a nuke.
Na 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 na.
The ballistic missiles and cruise missiles, which are classified as nuclear weapons.
All right. So.
Yeah, I think that's going to bring us to the end of this argument.
Yeah. So,
I don't think a ballistic missile and cruise missile are nukes, but yeah, that's the end of this argument. We leave a little nuance for the viewers.
Yes.
I guess.
Oh, also
we
remember,
engage us with
this is very important to our listeners. Don't take what we say seriously. We don't know anything. We're just imagine we're just.
I'll
random
have you know,
people
I'm
talking.
actually an astrophysicist with 7
No, shut
PhDs. and 8
Bro,
different
shut up. This
fields.
joke isn't funny. My mom is calling me. Be
All right,
back.
let's wrap up, Liza. I think it's time to wrap up.
Anyway, yeah, it's been a very, very Interesting episode. Anyway,
We went
ladies and
from wait, let me just summarize. We went from 7 deadly sins to you brutally murdering snails, to snail mating, to animal humane. Is it
Animal-
humane how we treat animals?
yeah.
And then we went to Hitler,
And now
and
we're at
then from
nuclear
Hitler,
weapons.
nuclear weapons, and then redirecting our media. So thank you for tuning into this episode of the podcast. It's been fun.
Best Gorfcast episode.
We'll see you
Wouldn't
in the
it be
next one.
funny? Wouldn't it be funny if I forgot to hit the record button and this whole time?
Yeah, that'd be really
He's
funny.
capping.
That'd
He's capping.
be really
He's
funny.
capping.
That'd be really funny.
He's
Yeah,
capping.
Yeah.
Okay,
I am joking. Anyway, ladies and
This one is the
lads.
best episode because it had the most spice, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
because
let's-
the Naraland one doesn't exist.
Instead of a topic, stop
Talking about
calling
real
them
stuff.
topics. Just call them arguments.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll see you next time on
About the real-
Gorfcast. Goodbye.